Why does it feel like there's a brand new GoPro like every 6 months, and whenever there's a new GoPro, it leaks in the store? Not by a manufacturer, but actually in the store. It is that time of year again where GoPro releases their latest action camera, and this time the leaks are for the GoPro Hero 7. I have the GoPro Hero 6 right here, and the main upgrade from the Hero 5 to the Hero 6 was the addition of 4K at 60 frames per second. I honestly haven't used that feature of 4K at 60 frames per second because 4K right now isn't the standard, 1080p is, so if you're looking for just standard 1080p video, GoPro has the camera, just simply the GoPro Hero for $200, and that can record up to 1080p at 60 frames per second, and I'm sure it looks good, just like this camera, just downgraded in the software. From what we could tell in the leaks, the GoPro Hero 7 is going to come in 3 separate models. Hey, kind of like the iPhone in a couple of days. The GoPro Hero 7 is going to come in a 7 white, a 7 silver, and a 7 black. So maybe GoPro is not actually going to start off the price for the Hero 7 at $500. It's probably going to start cheaper than that, $300, $400 maybe? Because if you do not know, GoPro is struggling right now. Their stock is just plummeting down. It's been at like $5 for the past couple of years, ever since it hit its all-time high at $25. GoPro's been struggling overall, especially with the sales for the GoPro. And in case you didn't hear, when GoPro tried to release the GoPro Karma, their own competition, the DJI for a drone, that completely failed. And now the drone department for GoPro is completely out of business, and GoPro even has a 360-degree camera, and that's called Fusion, and that isn't even doing so well. So GoPro is just struggling right now. Everyone knows the name GoPro, but what can you upgrade in an action camera? And just over the past years, all it's been is just this new durable design with the Hero 5, which is a nice upgrade to make itself waterproof. But ever since the October 2016 release, GoPro hasn't added much to make people excited about the GoPro. And with smartphone cameras exceeding beyond expectations, people don't really need a GoPro anymore. GoPros are now truly going to fit in that niche for an action camera only. People used to use this for vlogging, for just taking videos for daily life, but now smartphones can handle that, and even most smartphones released nowadays are water resistant, so you can put your phone in the water and still record video, which is kind of why a lot of people get GoPros, for the water, and your phone can do that too. So GoPro struggling. But from what we can see in the leaks, the GoPro Hero white and silver aren't going to come with that front screen right here, which means that they're probably going to start at a cheaper price than the standard $500, so they might start at around $300 to $400, like I've already said. And of course, the GoPro Hero 7 Black is going to come with all its latest features. I want to see what GoPro's actually going to add to the camera. Like, what else can they add? They're not adding 8K yet, I know that for sure. Do I really care about the new features about the GoPro Hero 7? Well, not really, because they're already good enough. But man, that black color looks so good. Just add a black color to everything. Look, I mean, this gray color is nice, but black, so much better. Speaking of cameras that come in the color black, Canon has just released their first ever full frame mirrorless camera. And from what I perceive a mirrorless camera to be, you know the viewfinder where you see if your photos and video is all good? Well, that's an OLED display instead of a standard mirror. That's why they call it mirrorless. Ah, makes sense. The name is Canon EOS R, and many people were hoping for a full frame camera from Canon. But the weird thing is that this camera, or this camera features, don't really have that much to prove over the Canon M50, which was released earlier this year. The Canon M50 starting at $700 instead of the $2,300 amount of the Canon EOS R still can also record 4K at 30 frames per second and 120 frames per second at 720p, but for $700. The camera also has dual pixel autofocus. It's also a much smaller compact camera compared to this one. But the reason that the EOS R costs around 3 times more than the Canon M50 is for that full frame sensor, which you're going to get more of a bokeh effect. You're going to get better low light photography. And don't forget, both of these cameras come with a Digic 8 processor. It's just kind of a shame, Canon, that you're going to pay around $3,000 with a lens with this EOS R. And with this camera, the slow motion only maxes out at 720p for 120 frames per second, and my phone could do 120 frames per second at 1080. We all know it's not the same 1080p from a smartphone camera to a full frame sensor. I mean, the smartphone camera sensor is like that small, but still, it's something new to think about. Today wasn't my normal video. I don't normally do a video about cameras, but it like turned out GoPro Hero 7 leaks were popping up, and Canon just released this new camera, so I was like, mash them up, and here's a video. Also, another reason why GoPro's in trouble is because of these Snapchat spectacles. A camera on your face, you don't need that GoPro chest mount or GoPro head mount. You could just wear these sunglasses and bam, camera on your face, recording just like that. I'd love your opinion about GoPro struggling in the comment section below. Thank you to all my subscribers for watching this video, and I will see you tomorrow.